minimizing charisma, maximizing intelligence, shooting someone in the crotch with a cannonball, thrust, propulsion. It's science-y.
Why you always gotta be blowing my spot up like that? There are my runes. There they are. I'm not mad. Science needs art and art needs science. They both need each other to function properly.
There are ways to figure out what the paper is really saying.
And then I'm ready to get on Twitter and yell at people about doing their own research on...
Whoa, hold on there, sports fan.
Kyle Hill, everybody! He's the next generation of science communicator. I'm gonna be too old at a certain point to do those terrible things to my body, and it'll be up to you.
He's got like a lion's mane. This guy's amazing. Kyle Hill.
I'm Goo Rambo.
The universe is indifferent to you. Whether or not you have amazing hair, the universe doesn't care.
How are trees pushing past this pressure limit? Ah! Behold, my balls. Now we're getting somewhere, but I still don't think it's worthy of G.R.R. Martin's suspender.
I'm totally right? Close up photos of my frickin' hair? Is that what you all want? No, you don't.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Welcome to A Scientist Plays StarCraft 1 campaigns. It's something that we've been wanting to do for a very long time. Happy to have everybody here, hoping to broaden our audience. There's some context for why we're playing this and what we'll be doing today, but it's been a long time coming. Wow, that's one pink shirt. You're very astute. Selkie, first-time chatter, says StarCraft! Manx and Kerrigan and all that good stuff. Chat, I'm very excited to be playing this game. Very excited to be playing StarCraft 1. I played it as a child coming out. I haven't really played it since then and since StarCraft 2. So even though we are a pro gamer on a esports team that has literally the best StarCraft 2 players in the world on it, today we are focusing on the campaign, getting through it, and sciencing the crap out of it. I can already think of half a dozen science times for StarCraft, and I'm very excited about it. I see a lot of newbies, a lot of old bees. Happy to have everyone here. Let me check out my orbital monitor here. Awesome HBT, Angie, Chumbus, Ulumaru, Tyler Johnson, welcome. Liz Calvert, reminding me that usually on Sundays we like to play through some of the best games ever and science the crap out of them. That's our goal here at Scientist Plays in the gaming wing of La Facilidad. But of course, our day job is to explore and explain everything underneath the stars and beyond, as you can see. So if you want to join our exclusive professors over at the facility, that's patreon.com/Kyle Hill. We have everything from One Punch Man physics to nuclear disaster documentaries. Hope to see many of you there. Many of you are already there. If you really, really, really want me to see something today, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, you can do Super Chat or TTS once we get into the game, like Liz did. Liz with the 5. My Tiny Humans question, and I'll get to why I look like this in a second. Tiny Humans question of the week. It's non-science. What is your favorite soda? Mine is Sprite. Let me say this, Tiny Human Alex. First of all, hello. Second of all, Sprite is fantastic, but only for the first sip. Sprite is only good for one sip, and then it's bad. Isn't that weird? Business memo. Yacht Sniffer is back. Thanks for making me read that. Hard Hero Stat Phantom. Thank you for the raid last week. If that was you, I'm pretty sure it was. Cheryl P, Liz, Dave, and Eileen Breen, my favorite married couple on the internet. I mean, I guess I'm assuming you're married. Tully Quinn. It's Kyle in space. Happy to have everybody here. But when I say here, what do I mean? Well, lot them up.
I read you. Right away, sir.
And first of all, can we get a little love to the Kevins who put together a lot of our StarCraft rooms and materials today? They did a fantastic job on that stuff. Extremely talented. For lower IQ clones of myself, they're pretty good at what they do. Right away, sir. I'm going. Couple things before we start. I know it's nostalgic as hell, right? Yeah, and the soundtrack in this game is goated. It's gonna be good. Need a light? Observer reporting. We'll get to all of it. It'll be very good. Super nostalgic. First of all, our priority today is sciencing this beloved video game. Actually, the first esport. Eileen, thank you for the 2. Thank you for clarifying that. First time seeing this game, says Jay Noir. No way! This game is 26 years old, I think. It is the original esport. We are a part of the esports organization BASILISK, which is the only esports organization that wants to promote STEM and create new scientists via playing the hardest games. I am a part of that team. I do streaming, but also thinking about our outreach efforts, of which I'm doing now. So I won't be, today is not ladder, today is not competitive, I'm not that good, my APM is very low, I haven't played this game in 20 years. But we're gonna science the crap out of it. That's what we're gonna do. That's 1. 2, you notice that I'm very pink today. That's because I was walking around in the sun for about 6 hours yesterday at the Renaissance Fair. So I'm wearing pink to kind of confuse the lighting of the camera so I don't look super sunburned on my face, which I am. Yeah, I kept the pink shirt on because... No, Chumpy, if I switched to a white shirt, the white balance would balance it off that color, and then I would look extremely pink. Your Twitch display is broken? No, it's just, it takes a while. Did I eat a turkey leg? I didn't, but someone with me did. You've never heard of this game before you talking about it? Are you guys crazy? StarCraft is like the original. Please tell me you were in cosplay for the fair. Yes. I met a couple of professors there at the fair. That was good. But I was in... Thank you, Age. I'm so happy to have you here and poke me. Poke the bear when I get frustrated. I LOL'd when I saw your comment on Artosis' video. It says Chumbus. Thankfully, the TTS on this channel will get nowhere near Artosis. But some of those the Korean players that Artosis plays, they come up with very, very funny English things to say to him. And I remember taking him to Clap City. It was very funny. Anyway, I'm very pink because I got burned as heck. I was dressed as the Witcher, but wearing the robe armor that the guy from Hearts of Stone was wearing, which Arya made me in one day. It was very, very cool. So I looked pretty sweet. Actually, I met one of Arya's friends and she said, you look like a god. So I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. Doesn't matter. What matters is, when I got sunburned yesterday, I thought about my relationship with radioactivity. And I say that because, you know, I met a bunch of scientists and engineers in Copenhagen. And one thing they said to me, they're working on nuclear reactors. And one thing they said to me is, we really like this technology, but we've never seen anything that we're working on. That is to say, they've never actually seen the radiation, you know? And they've never felt it. And I think about that a lot because when I talk to the nuclear industry, which I do a lot now, actually, that's one of the things that I bring up. How do we physicalize the concept, as my friend Adam likes to say, for young scientists and engineers? And when I got the sunburn, that's one way to physicalize the concept. Almost all of us have had a sunburn at some point in our lives, right? What is a sunburn? Look at me. I don't think we think about sunburn as a radiation burn, but it is. Sunburn is a radiation burn. So as Edward L is saying on YouTube, UVA and UVB is ultraviolet A and B. Those are different kinds of ionizing radiation. It's not just sunlight making your skin red, chat. What it is ionizing radiation going a certain depth into your body and harming the cells that become red and die off and flake and peel. That is what a radiation burn is. So when I talk about in my videos, like, you know, someone had to have their hand amputated or something like that, that is just a sunburn with much higher energy. Think about it. UVA and UVB are right after visible light, ultraviolet light on the electromagnetic spectrum, and then it's X-rays and gamma rays. X-rays and gamma rays are the stuff that can really hurt you, but it's all in the same spectrum. And so we've all experienced the UVA, UVB portion of the spectrum, and that is a radiation burn. Carrier has arrived. So I think a lot of times when I talk about radiation to people, they can't physicalize the concept. They don't know how these things feel and what it could feel like to have a lot of radiation hit you. That is what a sunburn is. A sunburn, a bad dose of radiation is an internal sunburn. Because those photons of light or neutrons or whatever, or beta or electrons, they go further into your body than UVA and UVB. A sunburn is a radiation burn. And I know I'm rambling a little bit, but today it connected two things in my head, you know? Like I talk about this stuff all the time, but how do you actually feel and experience these things? Well, you can just step outside. Age, I have a feeling that something's exporting right now. Is it true that you were radioactive Thor? Yes. This is a Thor's hammer. See, it's not small, I'm just huge. But this is a Thor's hammer made out of tungsten. Yeah, I thought so. But chat, I don't want to belabor us too long because you got to see what we're doing and what we're playing today. That means heading over to the gaming wing.
I read you. Right away, sir.
So chat, of course, welcome to the gaming wing of the facility. Happy to have all of you here. We'll be playing on PC, two 27-inch monitors with quantum dot technology. Both images, it's not a widescreen image. It's actually two separate images of the same thing, slightly offset, so I can get like a faux three-dimensional image, and it just helps me play because my APM is crazy. We have the PS6 to help with some graphics. We'll be playing StarCraft Remastered today, and as always, since we can, so that we can be more interactive, I'll be checking out what you are saying and what we. Oh no! Oh hey! Oh man! Whew. We're playing a 240p game from 1995 in 16K. Let's go. StarCraft Remastered actually looks great. And the soundtrack alone. That's daddy time. It's not for you. Yeah. I think you did an HLH in which you described organ damage as an internal sunburn. Yeah. I think that's a good way. No, it's a good way to describe a radiation burn because like I said, it immediately connects radiation to something that you've experienced. And in science communication, that is critical. I'm actually, chat, I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but I think next week I'm going to start writing again, hopefully. And I want to start writing my book on how to communicate science. We'll see. We'll see. If you're part of the facility, if you're on Patreon, you'll get all those posts. I want it to be like a living, evolving thing that gets bigger and bigger and bigger until maybe we have something we can actually publish. But, you know, as I get older and grayer and pinker, as I change many colors, much like a Jackson's chameleon does. Did you know that a Jackson's chameleon, chameleons in general, science time, their skin color doesn't change like the chromatophores of an octopus does. So the chromatophores on an octopus are like bags of ink, bags of fluid, and they flex and move those bags of fluid to change colors. But what a chameleon does inside of its skin are actually crystals. And it's in the changing of the orientation of those minerals that changes the color. Not even the same thing. You'd think it might be the same thing, but you know, different evolutionary pathways. I wonder if I mean those must be convergent evolution, right? That'd be cool. It's very cool. My adoptive father, Derek Veritasium, has a good video about chameleon chameleon color if you want to check that out. I feel like I missed something important. What did you miss? Let's launch this bad boy. Chameleons are like LCD screens? Kinda. Oh, it's so loud in my ears. Oh, it's so loud. Oh my god. I gotta turn the music down. Whoa. And we're gonna go through the campaigns. We will stop at any point where we think there's cool science to be doing. Oh, the nostalgia in my ears. It's incredible. Let's go down here. Hopefully this is okay. We're going to start with the original, then go to Brood War eventually. But chat, welcome to A Scientist Plays StarCraft 1.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Oh, chat. Remember, we're maximizing science times today. That's what we're trying to do. How's the volume? Too high, too low? In relation to my voice, let me know. Terran campaign. Rebel yell. Chat, do you want me to read? How do you want me to read the interstitial notes here? What kind of voice do you want me to do? World Citizen, welcome. Old Grease Mage, happy to have you here. Science question, how many beans do I need to eat to produce enough Vespene gas? Depends on the composition of your stomach. I mean, your intestines. You want to read it in the Joker voice? Oh my god. About damn time. Southern Raider Rainers. How do you say Russian accent? Set a course. Oh, that's not bad. That's my first time trying a Mensk. Set a course. It's what we call innovation. That's not bad. It's almost like I'm a professional. Terran campaign, Rebel Yale. In the decades since the end of the Guild Wars, the oppressive Terran Confederacy has stood unchallenged in its supremacy over colonized space. All that changed 4 days ago when a large alien fleet emerged from warp space and laid waste to the unsuspecting Confederate colony of Chow Sara. Need a light? The Confederacy, fearing that the aliens' fleet's next target would be the colony of Mars-Sara, has sent you to intervene. Acting as magistrate, you are to safeguard the colonists and keep the state of panic from escalating any further. That's a really good battle cruiser captain voice. Yes, I am a professional. Do Parker Posey and White Lotus. I don't watch that show. There's too much penis. Boot camp. Set in the year 2499. God, I love these screens. I just want to say that Arya's voice is not based on this voice at all. Not even a little bit, okay? I just want...
Select start to begin the demonstration.
I don't...
You may skip the demonstration by selecting skip tutorial.
I just want to say that that has nothing to do with Arya. Do the Terrans flying buildings make sense? Only...
Whenever you feel you are ready, you may select start.
We'll do the tutorial real quick. Because I don't know any of my... Oh, God, this music's so good. Because I haven't played this game in 20 years. I don't know any of the hotkeys or anything. Do the Terran flying buildings make sense? The only way it works is if the smaller or less mass... If the planets are smaller or less massive than Earth. No. The buildings can lift off just fine. I think this is a misconception. Oh my God, I just want to listen to this music. I think this is a misconception where the Korean national anthem. God, it's so good. Is this too loud or too soft in comparison to my voice? Is it all right now? Anyway, there's a misconception about lifting off from planets, and I think some people have an intuitive idea, which isn't their fault, that if you lift off from a planet, the planet will turn underneath you. But what... Okay, it's good for my it's good with my voice compared. It's soft even? That's fine. It's very loud in my ears. What people forget when you think the planet might turn underneath you when you lift off is the fact that you are already spinning. So when you lift off, your velocity vector isn't just straight up. You are already going with the Earth at 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. So when you're lifting off, you're actually adding to that velocity vector, and the resultant vector, you still are moving along with the planet. Just to be clear. Okay, what are we doing? SCB, good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Let's get these guys scouting. Let's do some A movement over here. Wait, so down here, chat, my APM is down here. That's actions per minute. Now, actions per minute is what a lot of people use to judge pro gamers. And I want, so actions per minute, how many times I'm clicking or moving or hitting a hotkey per minute. Now, I want you to watch my actions per minute, because the people on my esports team, like Cyril and Raynor, two of the best StarCraft 2 players in the world, and no, I'm not joking about any of this, two of the best StarCraft players in the world, their APM is up in the 500 range. So watch my APM as we do this. Their APM is 500. Okay.
Permission to speak freely, sir.
Permission granted.
Additional supply depots required.
You're going to send us into hostile territory, and you want us to defend ourselves, then use the attack command. But if you want us to ignore enemy fire and go exactly to the spot you targeted, then use the move command. Now, which will it be?
I think I can set a rally point for my SCBs, right? It's probably fine. I need to get up to 100 minerales. You said I can control one for a group? What if I do this? Oh yeah, you're right, I can. Nice. Let's A move here. A move through here. Let's hold position there for a second. We only have two SCVs. Why aren't they building? Oh, okay, so I need to wait for a supply depot. My supply depot didn't make. I sound like Artosis. All right, let's keep scouting through here. Let's A move down here. Let's get back up through here. I need to get my first supply depot.
Not enough minerals.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, I heard you. We're moving. What mineral they're mining? I don't know. It looks like some sort of crystal. Now, crystal is just a descriptive of a crystalline structure, a structure that has its atoms oriented in a certain way,
You must have
in a certain
to support them. You
in
can
a certain
use
orderly
SCVs
way.
as
That's different
options
from
of
something like
minerals.
an amorphous structure, where in a I see some. An amorphous structure has atoms all jumbled up all over the place in their connections. I don't know why it feels like my game's running slowly, but oh, I know why. I know why. Beep. I think we want it fast, like the Pro. Oh yeah, that looks great. Hell yeah. What are the objectives? 3 depots and 3 depots and a refinery. Got it. Job's finished. So let's get more of those guys. I have a feeling we're not going to need a barracks, right? look at my APM. It is less than a tenth of what the pros do. Isn't that crazy?
Not enough minerals.
What if it goes to 0? Do you just lose? What do you mean? My APM? No, that means I'm not making any game actions. A move. Stutter step micro. A move. A move. Stutter step micro. You know, if we do this a lot more, it would be fun to have the pros on my team react to. We actually want these at different mineral patches.
Chitin super chatted $10. Hey Kyle,
What up?
do you think the power output of a Protoss pylon is, and how do you imagine they are harnessing the energy?
That's a good question. How do I imagine the what is the power output of a Protoss Pyren? Pyren? Protoss Pyren. It's because you misspelled it a little bit. I got confused. I don't know. So they're giant crystals. So what I would guess is that it's some giant form of piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity is a small amount of electrical current that you can get through the deformation through mechanical stress. Right. So that's literally having a rock that you put it under mechanical stress, and just the compression of it, moving the atoms around or jiggling them a little bit, creates a small amount of electric current. That would be the closest I can think to what's going on. God, this music is so good. It's crazy. Isn't it? No, it's too far away. It's inefficient. There we go.
Your forces are
Under attack. And then I'm gonna make. Let's try practicing making these guys. What? Group 2? It says there's a unit right here. Oh, there is. All right. Let's make Control 2. So now we go. Wait. Control 2. Now we go to Group 1. Is over here. I think I made this guy part of Group 1. Yeah, okay. Group 2 is going to go scout. They're going to A-move scout over there. And Group 1 is going to come back over here. A-move up through there. We actually have enough for our... Where are all these guys going? Group 1, what are you doing? Report. Why don't you tell me that my science time was still up? 3 depots, and we need a Vespin gas refinery. So we'll get here. Bam. My depot didn't make. Want that? We can't. I don't think we can actually get a a barracks right now. What's the science behind this music being so good? I don't know. OG Blizzard was just really good. So we're gonna move him to this
Your forces are under attack.
Vespene gas area,
The refinery processes raw
so we can
Vespene
get
gas
that going
and
already.
to a form which your SCVs
It's always science time, baby. Old grease magic. I'm not ready for control groups. I'm not good enough. Again, my APM right now is 25. Cyril's, like Rainer's APM, he's an Italian kid, one of the best Zergs in the world. His APM goes well above 500. What do you think Vespene gas is? Well, if it's anything like the gas on Earth, then it's going to be something that is combustible, and if something is
There will now be a fully catered reception at Marsara base.
and if something is combustible, that means it can do work on another system. Doing work on another system is just applying force across a distance on that system, just like pushing something. And so why we combust gases is that expansion of gas via the combustion can do work on a system by pushing it, right? So I would guess gas is just a combustible gas. Cyril is crazy. No, yeah, Cyril's beyond crazy. Cyril is arguably the best StarCraft 2 player of all time. It's insane. It's very cool to be on the same team as him. I'm not seeing a Queen of Blades cosplay. What are you talking about? Look at my hair. Look at that. See? Jormungand Brood. Now, I would have to guess that that is a reference to Jormungandr, the World Serpent, which is kind of cool.
Adjutant online. Good evening, Magistrate.
Again, I would just like to point out that Arya is a completely
Confederate traffic has increased substantially.
not based on anything and is completely of my own making and has nothing to do with how this woman sounds.
The Confederates have tightened security on all outlying systems, and it's likely that this colony will be locked down as well. An encrypted Confederate transmission came for you while you were at dinner.
I was at dinner?
Transmission.
Nice.
Greetings, Magistrate. I'm General Edmund Duke of the Confederate
Edmund Duke.
Security Forces Alpha Squadron. The Confederacy has quarantined this
Is this loud enough for you guys?
and we'll proceed with a lockdown.
Yeah, this UI is amazing.
You're to relocate your core colonists to the outlying wastelands. Now, I know there won't be any problems with these new arrangements.
Game volume a little low.
Transmission ended. I have contacted the local marshal, James Rayner. Rayner has agreed to meet your personnel en route.
Dialogue's a little low.
To the
All right.
new wasteland
We can do that. We can do that. This game is so awesome. So I don't know which does which. Does digital volume mean is that what the voices are? Or is that just the sounds of the
Can't believe we're being sent to the wasteland. These Confederates think they can push anybody around.
Have you seen the Carbod reskin for this game? Yeah, the cartoon versions are cute. That's Rayner, I think.
Howdy, boys. I'm Jim Rayner, marshal of these parts.
You must construct additional pylons. Rayner must survive. All right, let's send him a scout down there. Let's A move through there. Let's do a little bit of micro there, of course. We'll get the SCBs. Oops, I see a Zerg over there. Get the SCBs to repair Rayner up.
forces are under
Move them
attack.
down. Bam, 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 bam. Let's clear out some Zerg scum while we're at it. Well, that was bad. I think I didn't do the A move correctly. I think I A moved past them, that's why. So they're all dead. That's bad. That's bad. So I have no protection at my base. Let's get that going. Let's get one guy to repair Rainer. Use a little bit of minerals. I would love to see a Team Basilisk mock battle skirmish. No, it's going to be hilarious when... I'm going to set up some spider mines here. It's going to be hilarious when I eventually play with Rainer and Cyril, because I'm going to be basically useless and they're just going to tell me what to do. Need a barracks. Is this where you must construct additional pylons is from? Yes. That is this game.
Not enough minerals.
My depot didn't make. Look at this. Look how I'm patrolling now. I'm basically a pro gamer.
Not enough minerals.
Remember, chat, if you have sciencey questions while we're doing this, train 10 Marines, got it. Let me know. That's what we're here for today. It didn't make! This is also the game where GG came from. Yep, and Kek as well. Do you know that Kek came from Koreans playing this game and typing it out differently? No, The Amazing World of Gumball is I don't think it's underrated. I think that show is amazing. We're a little oversaturated, looks like. Guns in space, possible? Yes. The problem that people have with guns in space is the lack of oxygen. But if the guns themselves already have oxidizer inside of the fuel of the gun, which is to say the black powder or whatever, it can still ignite inside of a contained cartridge. It doesn't have to be exposed to El Spacio. That's Spanish for the Spacio. It's almost done. We're going to get him back on. I'm going to need a depot at one point. Let's build this back here to block off some lings. Was Kek from WoW? Oh, maybe I could be wrong on that for sure. I don't know.
Units such as Marines can be trained at this facility.
I thought it was from StarCraft, but...
Not enough minerals.
Marine counter activated. So we're just having Rainer patrol here. We're going to have this set a rally point out front so we don't get rushed somewhere. Buttertosis. Toasty, welcome. I said Tosis like Artosis. Okay, that's done. I should be able to build no problem the rest of the Marines.
Not enough minerals.
With just that supply, so. $10 science times already, chat? That's pretty good.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Pretty good rate. Let's just make sure we're moving our things quickly here. Bunker time? Good idea.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh, you can't build bunkers in this one.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Ah, so it is from World of Warcraft? What are the aliens mining? Well, this is crystalline, and remember, carbon can be kind of crystalline, because carbon is also diamond. That's what diamond is. Diamond is an allotrope of carbon, meaning that it is a form of carbon. Carbon comes in many different arrangements and forms. You've heard about coal, you've heard about graphite, you've heard about graphene, and diamond. Those are all different forms of the same element, which is an allotrope. That's what that is. This game triggers too much nostalgia for me to even watch it, says Mad Possum. All right, that's a little counterintuitive to me, but sure. Do whatever you gotta do, man. Just make this more interesting. Let's send these guys out. Let's send them out. I don't know what they're doing. Is it true that coal can be squeezed and heated down into diamonds? No, it is not. That was a kind of a myth perpetuated by Superman comics and things like that. But there are so many impurities in coal that would have to be removed that just temperature and pressure would not make it a nice diamond like you may expect. Backwater station.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
God, this game rules.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Got your refugees tucked in nice and tight? Provided you can sidestep any more surprises from our Confederate friends.
If you think about it,
away from those critters,
the Expanse is very StarCrafty.
Priority alert. Backwater station under attack by unknown alien organisms. Distress beacon activated.
Oh, the N64 version of this game sucks.
Alerting Confederate headquarters on Tarsonis. Stand by for incoming transmission.
This is such a powerful nostalgia, it's causing melancholy. All right, man, do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna force you to watch it.
Sit tight. You'll be notified
unless I feel like it.
Anything we think you need to know.
Damn. Listen, if we wait for Confederate reinforcements, that station's dust.
Are the Zerg eusocial with larvae all are mostly coming from a queen? I'm reading about it, but it looks like the queens appeared later in the series. I believe the Zerg are more of a hive mind-like organism. Now, remember, when we say hive mind-like organism, even though it is established in the canon of this game that they all kind of communicate like telepathically and stuff, hive mind in the real world doesn't mean they're communicating across each other. Hive mind intelligence is an emergent intelligence, which is to say it only becomes apparent once a lot of dumber creatures are working together following simple rules. So when you see bees or fish or birds, you know, flocking or traveling along the forest floor or what have you, the intelligence that that group seems to produce is the emergent result of many, many creatures following simple rules. No single one of them is intelligent, but together they can act intelligently. That's what hive intelligence actually means in the in our space. How many allotropes of carbon can you name off the top of your head? Just the ones that I did. Carbon, diamond, graphite, graphene. Does chat count as hive mind? No, because every time I ask the chat a question, you get it wrong. Are Tyranids fungal? Wrong series! Get the hell out of here. I'm just kidding.
Glad to see you, boys. Time to kick some serious butt.
All right, what do we got to do this one? 200. Let's get these guys going. Let's get up here to scout. Let's get him going up here. I'm just gonna lay some defensive mines here. Here. Yep. And we're gonna move back here. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're gonna lay that back up here.
Good to go, sir.
Go ahead. Can do some nice micro here. Some nice kiting micro that I learned from the pros on my team. See how efficient I did that? See that? That's what we call a pro gamer move. We're gonna get those on there. What are our mission objectives? All right. So first, we already have. Ooh, we can get fire bats too. So let's get some more marines out.
Minerals.
Let's also get one of those, and let's start moving our guys out. What's a Zergling, Lester? What are you talking about? I'm gonna bail to go back to writing more in my book. Have fun.
SCP, good to go, sir.
Would it be possible for larvae to evolve into multiple different organisms like Zerg larvae do? I don't know of any creature that can do that. Let's set a rally here, because that looks like where the ramp is, huh?
You want a piece of me, boy?
There's the Zerg creep. Set a rally for the command center. Thank you.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Bit. No, I can't think of any actual organisms that do that. Do ants communicate solely through pheromone? Yes, they do use chemical signals to talk to each other. If Raynor takes damage, you can repair him. Yes, I know that. Thank you. Leafcutter ants get close with their worker casts. Yeah, but again, not any individual is actually intelligent. What about bees? Doesn't royal jelly change how they develop? Yes. Yes. I'm not an entomologist. I could easily be educated on this point. Door ant, yeah, different kinds of ants doing different jobs within the same colony is, let me just say it this way. Ants and bees having different jobs, so to speak, in the same colony isn't the same thing as a Zergling and a mutalisk coming from the same egg. Or a Zergling and a ultralisk coming from the same egg, you know what I mean? That's a completely different morphology. Control group 1. Control group 2. I have to fix the ergonomics of my keyboard. I'm not ready for it. Oh, it's a sunken. Get the sunken. Get the sunken. No, get these.
What the hell is that? Looks like the ground there is alive.
I should probably move them together next time. That was not good. How do I get... I need the academy? Can I get the academy in this version? I can't. Oh, engineering bay. No, I can't get the academy in this one, I don't think. No. But we'll get a refinery so that we can get some fire bats up in here for sure. We're gonna need some guys on gas. I think we're fine for supply.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, my depot didn't make!
Not enough minerals.
I know!
You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV good to go, sir.
Let's get that one going. Let's get him... No, let's get him on gas. Whoop. Let's get him on gas. Look at my APM chat. It's horrible.
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh, hi, it's really Kyle, says WireMod Games. You better believe it, my friend. Ooh, bunker.
Thanks for the rescue.
You're welcome.
Up in these bunkers for days hiding from the Zerg.
No worries. The rest of you with me.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, 3 on gas. Or is that 4 on gas? We don't need 4 on gas. Let's put that down. Boop. Let me go back. Boop.
You want a piece of me, boy?
We'll be playing this evening. Oh, the OGSC, baby. But I understand why this game is popular. Yeah, this is one of the original RTSs, and it is the first esport. StarCraft 1 was the first esport. We're even on an esports team. That's why we're playing it today. Or one of the big reasons we're playing it today.
These things have been out here a while, but they couldn't have produced.
Oh, hell yeah.
Need a light.
Yes, I do. Let's do it, baby. I kind of want, let's put, just for, because they have increased range here, I'm going to put the weaker guys into here. We're going to move these guys up as well. We don't need to do that. Let's get our forces moved up here. Let's Let's get some fire bats. Let's get some reinforcements there. We're still good on supply. Let's get these guys in here. Let's do a little bit of scouting. See, now it is a pro move, but usually you want the fire bats at the front. The fire bats can tank shots a lot better than other units, and they can clear out Zerglings better too. Gas. Sorry, Chad, I'm freaking locked in right now.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Didn't make! Fired up. Science question. Sorry, I need to take breaks in between to read you guys because it's I'm locked in. But Chat, spam your favorite emoji right now if like this seems like the perfect game for us to play on this channel. Universe expansion is accelerating, right? Does this expansion pull apart subatomic particles? What you're talking about more or less is the heat death of the universe. And yes, it is true that because the universe is accelerating in its expansion, it will eventually get to a point where locally atoms and molecules themselves will split apart, and then things will be too far apart for galaxies to form, for stars to form, for chemistry to happen, and then the universe becomes cold and dark and nothing can live, and entropy goes to a maximum value and the universe dies. That's what heat death of the universe is.
You want a piece of me, boy?
But Chad, this has got to be like the perfect game for us to play, right? It just feels like that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep... Don't go that way. Man, Artosis is right. These guys are stupid.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I'm going to send one SCV with this up here, just so I have someone to repair Raynor if I need to. Let's just keep these coming as long as we have it, because we have these are almost out. So we probably have all the units we need, but yeah. You stay there, stay behind the barracks, you fool. All right. Actually, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get. We're not getting pushed by anybody, right? So let's get these up here too. Let's get that on control group 1. Hydralisks. Hydralisks are kind of like my favorite unit. They're so cool. I just like Hydras. Like, they move.
You want a piece of me, boy?
You want the fire bats in the front. That's a pro strat. No, no, Raynor.
Your forces are under attack.
Raynor. Raynor, no. Don't do it. Move. See, I gotta get better at that kind of micro. There we go. Alright, we're gonna need to reinforce these bad boys a little bit. Chat, how we doing? Doing alright? Actually, let's move you here. Let's get... How much more supply we got? Yeah, let's get that. Get them in here. Kyle, with multiple control groups, how do you like to allocate different unit types as Flying Dominion? I'm a complete newbie at this game, even though I'm on a pro StarCraft esports team. I haven't played this game in 20 years, so I don't have any tips or tricks for you at all. I'm sorry to say. I only know stuff, so I have watched a confusing amount of competitive StarCraft, and I know what you're supposed to do, I just can't do it.
What the hell did they do to that command center.
I don't know. Let's kill it.
Whatever it is, it ain't natural. Burn it, boys.
That's why the top pros can hit 300 APM in this game, yeah. In StarCraft 2, since you can hold buttons down, like macro buttons down, you can hit like 500, 600.
Piece of me, boy.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Marshal Reno, by destroying a vital Confederate installation, you and your men have violated standard colonial law.
You can't arrest me. I'm the hero.
I suggest you throw down your weapons and come peace.
Oh, Ravdos redeemed a random science time over on Twitch.
This entire colony could have been overrun.
Random science time. The reason I'm looking at these planets here, the reason why footprints on the moon seem so rigid and well preserved is, one, because there's no atmosphere on the moon and there isn't any movement of fluid and or air to cover up or destroy those footprints. But conspiracy theorists like to say, well, how could you get a footprint so crisp on the moon? It's because of that lack of weather and geologic activity on the moon. The particles or regolith, that is the moon's surface, haven't been tumbled enough to be smoothed over into round shapes. So sand can flow because it's basically just a bunch of round shapes because all the edges have been worn down by erosion. But there's no erosion like that on the moon. And so instead, if you look at lunar regolith in a microscope, they have many spiky images. Not images, edges. So they're more kiki than boba. You know what I mean? And so when you move them into a position, they're more likely to have a lot of internal friction and stay in that position. And so that is why on the moon, the footprints are so crisply preserved. Oh, cutscene? Hell yeah. Old school 20-year-old cutscene. Let's go. Oh, I remember this. I actually do remember this cutscene. Chad, you're going to be amazed by the graphics.
Hey, Sarge. Why we always gotta listen to this shit for anyway? Cause I'm in charge, that's why.
Oh my god.
Oh, it don't seem like no good kind of reason to me. Possibly anyway. Hey, what's that? Hold on a second. Steamroller!
Thanks for being here, Blank. Yeehaw! Woo!
Looks like you mashed some poor feathers.
Unfortunately, the footprints are probably blasted away when they took off. No, there's many footprints very far away.
This far unless... Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I love you, Sarge.
I love you, Sarge. For some reason, these two guys remind me of the Primus song, My Name is Mud. My name is Mud.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
Science guy just redeemed a random science time. Just give me a second. I can't actually pause these cutscenes here.
Have to say about Confederate regulations. You damn
Pirate Software's dad? Who? One of the guys in StarCraft? You better not be talking about me.
Transmission ended.
Although I can sound like Pirate Software if you want, the thing about Blizzard and the layoffs is crazy. Yeah, it's actually crazy.
Confederates have arrested all standing militia forces and
It's my Pirate Software
avoid action against
impression.
the Zerg. 3 stations have fallen to the Zerg already. We've been unable to locate any source of military relief except
I like
the extremist faction known as the Sons
Scarletta,
of
welcome.
Cabal.
I like
Their liaison
that
is holding online.
the humans in this game are not like the good guys.
And I represent the Sons of Korhal.
They're like Confederate factions of criminals and stuff. I like that. They're kind of like the Belters from The Expanse.
It's never been our practice to operate in any one place for long, but these
Oh no, I know.
Look like they're going to wait.
Yeah, no, I know the cinematics were cutting edge for their time. I mean, if one company still innovates in cutscenes, I mean, Blizzard is incredible. The cutscenes in Diablo 4 are incredible.
Our organization operates outside the bounds of Confederate law. That's why they spread their lies and misinformation.
Oh, I was going to say, I found out that Les Claypool from Primus practices like 10 minutes from where I live. And I want to meet him so bad.
Ending transmission. Priority alert. Evacuation zone under attack by Zerg forces. Distress beacon activated at 12:20.
My name is Mud. Who's a robot lady? Definitely not Arya, if that's what you're saying. Survive for 30 minutes. This isn't a real... Don't bother people. Leave me alone. I'm not gonna track down Les Claypool, J. Arrows. Calm down. Killer bass line on that song. Every Primus song has a killer bass line. It's not 30 minutes of real time, right? Well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to survive.
Hey, this thing's on fire. You ought to send an SCV out here to repair it. He can fix my backup too while he's at it.
I'm gonna have to survive, so I'm definitely gonna need these. Get mining. Do I only have one? Okay, it's definitely not real time. That's good.
We can take cover in these bunkers if things get too dicey.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm going.
Not enough minerals.
Ah, I'm so controlling units. There we go.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Is this the remaster? Yes. It's real time, but you set the game to fast?
SCV
Oh.
good to go, sir.
SCB good to go, sir. Let's get one of those. Start making our Marines.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, right. Sorry. Gotta set these rallies. Gotta set these rallies.
SCV good to go, sir.
SCB good to go, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
They're just gonna keep coming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eventually push out this, I'm gonna push out this bunker line once I have enough minerals.
Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack.
We're good. We're good. There's a little bit more range on them, I think, right? Let's get these SCVs. We're pretty close to our deepits. Let's get that going. Let's get another bunker. Let's push up that bunker. And as we push up the bunker, we're gonna get these guys out. And this guy out. And we're gonna get that mining. Man, there's a lot of movement in this game. Job's finished. Get in. Get in. No. No. SCV. No. Don't do it. Chat, think of questions while I'm trying to get better at this game. Mutas are gonna come in soon, I know it. So I'm gonna want also some sick turrets, probably. We're gonna want to refill.
Not enough minerals.
Build it in. Damn.
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me,
Your
boy?
forces are under attack.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shouldn't be back.
SCV, good to go.
All right, let's talk to you for a second. StarCraft 1 or 2, which do you prefer? I've only played the campaign, so I don't know. I believe in you, Kyle. Thank you. What did you have for breakfast? I didn't eat breakfast. So the Marines can range upgrade. So the Marines rage upgrade. So the Marines range upgrade is called U-238 shells. Do depleted uranium rounds IRL provide a range advantage? I can't read. I know the main reason is penetration. Yeah, as far as I know, depleted uranium-238, which is the less radioactive isotope, it's not fissile. That's why we use uranium-235 in weapons and nuclear power plants. It's used because uranium is extremely dense, and the denser the object in comparison to the target object, the more that projectile will penetrate. Would it be possible to have railguns or Gaussian guns? Yes, it would. That is just using EMF, or the electromotive force, to, along the line of the weapon, accelerate a projectile. And if you time everything out correctly and you have everything oriented correctly, it's possible. I've seen prototypes of it. I mean, heck, the Navy has a railgun that can shoot stuff at like a mile a second. U-238 would be less slowed down by air resistance? No, that's not true. Air resistance or drag is not a function of mass. Drag is the drag force equation. Well, I see what you're saying. With the same size projectile, having it be much heavier. So drag is 1/2 times the density of the fluid you're moving through, or the density of the air, times the shape coefficient of the projectile, times the cross-sectional area of the projectile that's being presented to the fluid, times the velocity squared. So drag is not proportional. Drag is not related to mass. However, force is related to mass, right? And so I guess if you're doing the equation, a heavier projectile of the same size, i.e. it's more dense, its velocity will be reduced. It will take longer to reduce its velocity if its mass is more in the same size. So then, yes, you are right, Age, I guess, that it would make sense for the same size projectile. If you can make it heavier, it would go further. I think I'm correct. Any physicists in the chat, correct me. Otherwise, I'm gonna play StarCraft.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I do.
Job's finished.
Job's finished. Where's the job? Where did it finish?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Can I go up here? And can I build stuff up here or no? No. Out there. So why don't we push up there? Let's just be thorough, huh? Let's be nice and thorough. Let's be James Thorogood. There. Where do I? Oh, let's. Start 1-1. Oh, we don't have.
Insufficient
Oh,
vesting gas.
I forgot my extractor. What a fool. Let's get 2 more of those guys to get on gas.
Base is under attack.
There's the mutas. Him on gas. Let's get
SCV good to go, sir.
him on gas. Let's get him starting to. No, I want 1-1. Well, that's fine. We can start doing this anyway.
Good to go, sir.
Gonna have to also do another supply depot. Oh, we're going now, Chad. Flying now. Is that 3 on gas? No. Yeah. So yes. Yes. So what I was saying, I said no initially to Age in the chat because just because something has more mass doesn't mean it flies further. That's what I was saying. Because drag isn't proportional to mass, and if the thing is much bigger, i.e. heavier, then it could have more drag, right? But what Age was getting at is that if it is the same size but heavier, then it is harder to stop. That is true. That's the density question.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Yeah, maybe.
Job's finished.
Job's finished.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I don't know any hotkeys or anything
Base
yet.
is under attack.
Come on. Thank you.
You want a piece of me, boy?
And he's gonna start a turret after that. Okay, I'm gonna start a turret here. Bam. I'm gonna get you up here. You're gonna get that. Job's finished. Okay, that. We're gonna get you on gas. We're gonna start 1-1. Or get started on 1-1 rather. Those need to. That need to. Bam. We're gonna need. Ah! We're gonna need to repair that. We're gonna need to get. Job's finished. We're gonna need to get some.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I kind of like the pacing of playing this game with you guys because I can play for a little bit and then we can also. Oh, stim. Then we can also pause for a second and ask our science questions. That's nice. Okay, get those 2 guys in there. But there's gonna be, I feel like there's gonna be more mutas coming up through there, huh? Job's finished. Let's get back up here. Did I block myself in? No. All right. I think you need 4 on gas? Really? I don't think so. Did 1-1 finish? No. I mean 1, sorry. Let's get some scouting.
Upgrade complete.
Upgrade complete. Can stay there. We'll start the second of. I don't know even how to use stim, but I'll do it. Let's try. We already have all these. Do we have an eBay? Do we already have an eBay?
Add-on complete.
We must, yeah, it's right there.
Base is under attack.
Uh-oh. Let's get that. get him, repair that. Let's get, while we have it, let's get 2 fire bats into the forward bunkers. That's almost done. Stim is almost done. We're just gonna, I mean, why not? Put that there. Put that there so it can reach the high ground. We're gonna get that guy in there.
Upgrade complete.
Upgrade complete. Get that armor once that's done. We're gonna scan out here. See some bad guys. Get back there.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Get back there. Stuck. He's just dancing all day. Let's get him in a bunker. Let's get him in that bunker. Sure do. Sure do. This is super inefficient the way I'm doing it. There's an SCV inside one of my bunkers? Is there? No. Don't lie to me. Let's finish 1-1 rather. And I think we can just kind of chill for a second here. I mean, you can never really chill in StarCraft, but you know what I mean. Where do you keep going? Are these not full? They're not. What's Stim? Is Stim S? Stim is T. Alright. Got it. Alright. So I think we're good for a second here.
Base is under attack.
Oh god, there's so many. Uh-oh. Well, that was bad. T! Oh, I can't because it's not just Marines. Interesting. Get out of his face. This is hard. It's hard doing all of this at the same time, Chad. StarCraft is hard. Get wrecked. How you guys doing? 19 science time is pretty good right now. Get out of his way.
Job finished.
Doing all right. Let's get one in the back. No. I was gonna say if there's gonna be any muta harassment, it's gonna come from right there. I think we're all right. Just keep pumping out units, huh?
Minutes until dropship arrival.
I would love to see you playing some. I would love to see you playing some StarCraft 2 co-op campaigns with your esports team. Yeah, it'd be amazing. I think the first thing that we're gonna do, maybe we have our pros on our team react to how I was playing. Maybe they'll watch the VOD and say what I was doing good, what I was doing bad. I think that would be very funny because I have an APM of 20 and they have an APM of 500. You could spider mine the crap out of this mission? Where's the machine shop? I don't know. Wait. You can't... The factory's not in here. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. It is. You're right, I could have made a factory and done that. That's my bad. I didn't know I could do that. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I'm just not a Dungeons and Dragons guy. Yo, Kyle, what kind of wicked gothic heavy metal shit should I paint on the black of my denim vest? Here's what I want you to do. Yeah, StarCraft is one of the best games ever made. It's inarguably one of the best games ever made. What metal thing should you paint on the back of your... Okay, so I want it to be a sciencey thing. So... here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. You are going to paint I want you to look up an X-ray of a moray eel. And a moray eel has what's called a pharyngeal jaw. A pharyngeal jaw is actually a second pair of jaws inside of the throat. So when the moray eel comes out to grab something, there is a secondary pair of jaws that helps pull it inside of its mouth. That is what xenomorph jaws are based on. Pharyngeal jaws. Now I want you to find bot stormers. I want you to find an X-ray of that, and I want you to do that in pure white on the black of your jacket. I want you to do that. Murder ribbons, aka moray eels. If you want to see the most beautiful eel you've ever seen, look up ribbon eels. So a ribbon eel is actually a kind of eel, and the way they move looks like the ribbon movement on the floor routine for the Olympics. Look up ribbon eel. They are absolutely gorgeous. Look them up. They're beautiful. I should probably save my game at some point, huh? Oh, I could have had tanks pushing out of here. Crazy. What a fool I am. I could have... See, what I should have is two... Also, what I should have is two barracks, each with their rallies at one of these points, right? So I'll have this rally here, and I'll have the second one rally in the other spot. We got that upgrade. We got that upgrade. That's full. That's fine. That's going to be there. That rally's there. We're going to just do that while we can, while pulling off another SCV. Job's finished. Pulling off another SCV for that, since we have a lot of minerals right now. He's going to get the machine shop. There's no really use in scouting on this mission, I think, because they just keep coming, right? So he's going to go that way. That's almost done. You're here. You shouldn't be there. We have enough turrets, I think.
Base is under attack.
Is it now?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Yeah, they did. Let's get that going. Machine shop's going. That one, that's going. That's going. That's going. Get you back on there.
Complete.
Let's get that rally point set to there as opposed to the other one. Let's get that continuously making it. You are now. That's what you're doing. That's your job. Yeah, they're not going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
What does this button do? Says Ramiel, the tank who just redeemed for a 2,500 demon cores for a random science time over on Twitch. Random science time. Do you know how wireless charging happens? It's actually quite cool. Wireless charging is a way of getting charged without wires. So how do you get that? How you get that in modern technology is by inducing a current in the battery. And how you induce a current is expose it to a changing magnetic field, some sort of flux. And so in these wireless chargers that they have, they literally just have spinning magnets. And that changing magnetic field induces a current in the to-be-charged battery and charges it up. I think we're good.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Job's finished.
Job's finished.
You want a piece of me,
Except
boy?
we don't have any of these. Do these take gas? No. What takes gas? Ooh, I can lift off stuff now. Actually, you wanna see a
Piece of me, boy.
pro gamer strat chat?
You want a piece
We're gonna
of me,
scout.
boy?
We're gonna scout with this. Wait, first, wait. Oops. Wait. Wait. Wait.
You want a piece of me,
Wait.
boy?
Okay, I was gonna do that, but I actually want to research Spider-Mans. I think we have enough SCVs going.
You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV good to go, sir.
5 minutes until dropship arrival.
Get wrecked.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Sure do.
SCV good to go, sir.
Stay there. You guys are gonna defend that. You guys are gonna defend that.
You want a piece
This
of
is
me,
still
boy?
going. This needs those to
Not
go.
enough minerals.
That's SCV is gonna get on that. That's gonna. It's also gonna defend here because why not? It's all defending. It's all defending. He's in front. That's still going. Bam, 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 bam.
All right.
All right. Get it on. Come on.
Research complete.
Let's scout. Let's do some Spider-Man scout. No, you can't go that way, buddy. I'm gonna Spider-Mine the heck out of these bridges. Where are you going?
All right. Bring it on.
Well, I guess you can do it. Okay. This will put a big wrench right in their monkey. Because they don't have observers, so... Like, I haven't seen any overlords here, right? Oh, they're burrowed, that's why.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle, first live stream. Happy to have you here for one of the best games ever made. A perfect game for us to be playing. Micro. Micro? Micro? Oh, one of the
Your forces are under attack.
one of the classic blunders. Oh. Stim. Stim. Stim and run in. Stim to win, baby. Hell yeah. Stim to win. Hey. Stim. Stim to win. Yes. This is how Maru must
1
feel.
minute until dropship arrival.
This is how Maru must feel, which is to say, so good all the time, because he's the fourth race. What a Chad. Have you constructed additional pylons, Kyle? No, I haven't.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Spiky, welcome. Why did they just appear there?
Dropships approaching.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Strap yourselves in, boys.
Did you say strap in or strap on? Victory.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Chad, how we doing? Chad, how we doing? I'm doing good. Look how pink I am. Yeah. Let's give some love to the Kevins for their incredible work on some of our new rooms here for playing StarCraft. How's everyone doing? Did we learn anything today? Oh, that's better. Letting it loose. My family's getting new kittens come on Thursday. Woohoo! Loving the stream. Science and my favorite game together is awesome, says Agent. That's what we're here for, baby. That's a blonde Terran if I ever saw one. Technically, I am Terran, I guess. I'm making smothered cabbage and drinking, so I'm pretty good. What the heck is smothered cabbage? God damn, I wish I had Kyle's immaculate hairline. Yeah, it's because of my mom. I have really good genetics from my mother, whose hair grows like crazy and is very thick. My brother got his genetics from my father, and unfortunately, that's not working out so well. Kyle, what might cause a structure like a supply depot to be on fire, like at the beginning of that mission? You rupture one of the fuel lines, and it gets hit by a projectile spark. Yeah, you're tearing up these science times. Oh! Man, that render must be really taking a long time, huh, Age? Got a lot of free time on you. Happy to have you. You're getting ideas from the stream. A question that got asked before the stream started. Could you have an orbit around the planet that doesn't align with the center of the planet? Oh, you mean like this?
I read you. Right away, sir.
So, behind me, in these amazing screens that the Kevins made to replicate our journey here, in the screen behind me, I kind of have to do a instant teleport like Goku for a second. Who's on my shirt? So on the screen behind me, you can see that none of the orbits are going around the center of the planet. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know if you can't have that. I guess it's all of our intuitions that you need to be going around the center of the planet, but I don't know exactly why, off the top of my head, you couldn't have orbits that look like this. So I want you to think about that question for just a second while I use the restroom, and then we will return to A Scientist Plays StarCraft. Yeah.
I read you.
Job finished. What's up? Let's go.
Right away, sir.
Kevin, they almost saw me tinkle.
I read you. Right away, sir. I read you. Right away, sir.
Chat, welcome back. It's a really good freaking bump. Now, you might be asking yourself, Kyle, there's no way that you have custom technology for every single different campaign that we're going to play. There's no way. Why would you have that? It's so much work and everything. Well, I just want to say, welcome back to A Scientist Plays StarCraft.
Carrier has arrived. Affirmative.
Yes. Indeed we do. Indeed we do. The Jacobs installation.
Your tenure as Colonial Magistrate is suspended, pending an official investigation of your affiliation with the Sons of Korhal.
This is very expansive.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Hey man, Arcturus's boys sprung me from the prison ship. Apparently they're as frustrated with the Confederates as we are. I know their reputation, but they seem to be on the level. I think Arcturus wanted to speak with you.
Commander, Mar Sara is almost completely overrun by the Zerg.
Yeah, the music is goated.
Confederates are abandoning the planet, and so are we. However, there is one thing I'd like to do before we leave.
Nuke it.
I want you to raid this colony's Confederate outpost and retrieve whatever design or weapons schematics that you can find in their networks. With the chaos of the Confederates' evacuation, you shouldn't have any trouble getting in or out of their installation.
I'm into it.
I'm into it. Come on. Hell, man. To have an offset orbit like that, Kyle, you need something like a thruster or another gravitational body to apply a constant force in the direction of the offset from a concentric orbit. Oh. So... yeah, because I guess... right, because if you're in a concentric orbit, then you have a constant force on you. You have a constant gravitational force on you because you are always the same distance from the center of mass of the planet. And so all you need to do is, you know, make sure you're at a good height by occasionally thrusting yourself, giggity, up to the correct altitude. But then you have that consistent force that can keep you going in that orbit, and you don't have to adjust it very much. But if you don't have a concentric orbit, that means at certain points of the orbit you will have different gravitational forces on you because you'll be at a different distance from the center of mass as opposed to other points in the orbit, and then you would just need a lot more correction, and so that would be very hard, or that would be much harder. And going to space and doing space stuff is about efficiency because fuel costs a lot of money. Is that it? Am I correct? Koopa, happy to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I think that makes sense, right? It's because of the more so variability of the gravitational forces on you, right? Am I right? Are we ever going back to Mass Effect? I can't get my camera to stop flickering. Are there any rocket scientists in the chat who can tell me if I'm correct? Too late. Hello from New Zealand. Says, damn Legion, how you going, mate? You doing well? Happy to have you here. Granite Serpent says, oh no, I just realized this starts in Mission 3. Well, I'm going to use some quantum mechanics to watch past Kyle enjoy older present Kyle. Hey. Just play Kerbal Space Program and learn about orbits the hard way. Or someone could just tell me. How about that? What's your favorite Star Trek, Kyle? The Next Generation. It's not even close. Where's Elon when you need him? Hopefully in a ditch face down somewhere. Anyway. Oh, I like these missions. These, like, contained missions like this. These, like, puzzle missions kind of thing. Oop, they're moving by themselves. I want Raynor at the back. In the rear with the gear. What, do you not age? Come on. He's the most hated man in the world. Ow! I do like these little puzzle missions. They're fun. Okay. Because you never know what's in the doors. Durnikay, thanks, mate. Anyone else excited about the new StarCraft tabletop skirmish game coming in 26? I didn't even know about that, man. Oh, right. Do I have to capture these?
Teleportation field activated.
You have teleported to Sector 5. Oh, yeah. These missions. Right. Where are you guys going?
Hey, you're not allowed in here.
You don't have to kill. You don't have to kill the scientists. Yeah, I mean, like, you really, like, that's fine. You don't really have to do that. Okay.
Security cameras activated.
I guess we're committing war crimes. Okay, all right. That's suboptimal. Wait. Oh, I went to the wrong way. I went to the wrong way. That's where we're going. No. Okay, when I have them all selected, they have to move together through first. Got it. Oh yeah, shift clicking units, right. I know about that. If you hold shift while clicking on a unit in a control, you deselect them from that control group. Right. I know that. I knew that. I'm a StarCraft Pro Gamer. Go through the portal. Or not. Oh, there's probably discs in here or something, huh? Oops. All right, going back. We go back. I mean, a StarCraft tabletop game could do well. I mean, it would be like Warhammer, but faster, right? I'm not going to use stim just yet. Chad, if we've learned anything today, can you do me a favor and spam your favorite emoji? I'd much appreciate it. Okay, can't go there. So happy you're playing my favorite game. Yeah, it's one of the best games ever. And we're actually, since chat, I don't know if you know this, but another big reason why we're playing this game is that, still no astronomers answer my question, but another big reason why we're playing this game is that the Esports World Cup just got announced, and we were all waiting, all of us on the esports side, we are waiting for StarCraft 2 to be announced or not. A big reason why we were waiting with bated breath was because we didn't know if StarCraft 2 was going to be in the Esports World Cup, and since StarCraft 2's viewership and sponsorships and it has no, those are going down and it has no support from Blizzard, we were worried about the entire pro scene kind of collapsing. Just the other day, the ESL, the European StarCraft League, just announced that it will not be running this year, so that was bad. However, a glimmer of hope is that the Esports World Cup will be hosting StarCraft 2 now. That's going to happen in Saudi Arabia. No comment on that part of it. But it's going to be hosted in Saudi Arabia. And we don't know what the qualifying is going to look like for that. But on our team, Basilisk, we have two of the best players of StarCraft in the world. Cyril, in particular, is a world champion, arguably the best of all time. And so we're very excited to have him play, hopefully, in the Esports World Cup, which is a big reason why we're playing today. Here we go. Man, this kind of looks like some sort of facility, doesn't it? Olympic poop, thanks for the first time chat. Man, what if that was a sport, huh? I would not want to see the best people at poop in the world. That's something I don't want to see. I don't know why we're murdering all these scientists, but, you know. Here we go. Where does this take us? Automated systems deactivated. As a gamer, do you have any thoughts on the Switch 2? I think, as Nintendo often does, they don't really care what the rest of the industry thinks. And they know they have a very dedicated core fan base that will buy the Switch anyway. But they certainly were not reading the room as to the economic situation in many parts of the world right now, and having this Switch 2 be $450 or whatever, and games up to $80 or $90, or I forget the specifics, $80 and $450. That's an insane price for that piece of technology. What about the Steam Deck, though? Yes, exactly. I'd rather have a Steam Deck, and I do. But Kyle, you never use it. You don't know that. Hey guys, I didn't even click on them. Will I get the Switch 2? I can afford a Switch 2, and I still don't think I want to get it. Science question part 2. Given the expansion of the universe and its acceleration, what does that mean for virtual particles? I have no idea. No idea. I'm gonna artificially boost my APM. Wait a second, chat. I want to do an experiment. I don't know if this will be a short, okay? But I'm gonna do an experiment. So, is this gonna do anything? No. Okay, so I'm going to do an experiment. The best StarCraft players in the world have an action per minute rating, or APM rating, of 300 or more in this game, StarCraft 1. I am playing this game for the first time in 20 years, and my APM is around 20. I want to see what it feels like for my hands to approach the hundreds of APM. I just want to see if I can even try to do that. Here we go. Oops. I'm literally clicking as fast as I can. Ah! I'm not doing this for content. I'm pressing as fast as I possibly can. Ah! Can I get... Ah! Remember, the game is on 2x speed, so your APM is halved. Yeah, but all the pros play on the fastest speed as well, so it's the same thing. Are these actions very useful? What I was doing was just A-moving, so no. But I don't have any other hotkeys or any other things to build, so it would be the same for pros because they're pressing all their other hotkeys and doing stuff. But I was trying to do anything as fast as I possibly can. StarCraft, I just gained a new appreciation for StarCraft Pros because literally trying to press my keyboard and my mouse as fast as I physically can, I can't even get to where they are. That's nuts. Yeah, Flash, arguably the best Korean, well, not just the best Korean StarCraft 1 player, but the best StarCraft 1 player of all time. He has had now multiple surgeries in his hand. Many pros have surgeries in their hands and their shoulders. That's insane. And it's not just insane because I couldn't do that in a minute. It's insane because they do that for an entire game. 15 to 30 minutes. Yeah, I know there's artificial APM increasing because you're just clicking the same spot and you can hold keys down, but I'm saying even clicking as fast as I can for no reason, I can't even get close. That's nuts. All right, I guess they're pretty good. I guess they're pretty good. Man, I almost ran out of breath there. That was, man. StarCraft 2 Pros also said the conform action
super chatted $10.97.
What up?
Did you find out what would happen if the demon core wasn't separated? And wish Eileen a happy birthday for me. Smiley face emoji.
Eileen Breen, I wish you a very happy birthday from your very supportive partner, Dave. Happy to have you here in the chat, as always. Did I find out what would happen if the demon core wasn't ever separated? No, but I do have it written down on a post-it note. I haven't looked into it yet. I'm a little busy. StarCraft 2 Pros also set the confirm action button, left click, to Z, which is the same button as most unit abilities, so they increase the repeat rate on their keyboard. I mean, still. Bang. This is kind of like an introduction of these kind of missions, I think, which is why this is pretty easy.
Teleportation field activated. Unauthorized entry detected.
Don't worry about it. Was that Arya? Uh-oh. Turrets. I guess they're technically athletes then? I mean, look, let's be real. Esports is not even in the same universe of physical exertion than most Olympic sports, but that's not to say that it's not easy. I mean, the best players at StarCraft 2 are some of the smartest gamers that exist. But that doesn't mean they're exerting themselves as much as, you know, a sprinter or something.
It's them. Blast them.
Those are different things. Was that a Star Wars reference? That's fun. Sam, blast him. How many signs we're up to? 25? All right. Hell, all right. See, now, I don't want to use stim right now. So all my dudes are pretty low. Ooh, there's a ghost here. Ghosts are good. I actually might want to stim. I don't know. Hit the ghost. You don't need to kill all the scientists, man. They're just chilling. Medic! Yeah, StarCraft is like chess and poker at the same time in real time. Shh, you're 2 hours in and you haven't even crafted any stars yet? Give me a second, I'm looking for all the gas. All the Vespine gas. So it can conglomerate. Downloading files.
Hey, we found the plans, man. Have the transports waiting when
Rainer, are you high all the time? Imagine the APM for people playing this on the N64. That's not science. I actually rented StarCraft 64 and played it in my Uncle Jimmy's basement. And it is, the APM on that is like 3. It's got to be like less than 10. Why was his helmet open on the moon there? That don't sound right. In the wake of chaos resulting from the Zerg invasion. Wait, should I do it as Solid Snake? I'll try it. Rocket Boy 911 says, my son got accepted at a college to be an electrical engineer. Hell yeah. Spam in the Twitch chat. Congratulations to Rocket Boy's son. I think you told me 2 or 3 weeks ago that they were applying and they got accepted. That's fantastic. Please tell your son from me that I wish him all the luck in the world on their studies. It's fantastic. Love it. I am honored and humbled to be any way a part of your educational journey. Okay, I'm gonna do this as Solid Snake. In the wake of the chaos resulting from the Zerg invasion, the Sons of Korhal escaped with the stolen data disks. Ha! Come on! That was with no warm-up. You gotta admit. You gotta admit, I have range. Right? Or am I just puffing my own petard? Fleeing to the border colony of Agenta Prime, Arcturus' group now plans its next crucial moves against the Confederacy. Ooh, is that Kerrigan? 13 hours after the evacuation of Marsera, Protoss warships took up orbit around the colony and unleashed a massive planetary bombardment. All life upon the surface was extinguished. No comment? Get the hell out of here, Legion.
Hey man, headquarters has begun analysis of the discs. They expect to have them decoded shortly.
Ooh, I get to play with Kerrigan now.
Whatever's on those discs is worth it.
Receiving incoming transmission from Arcturus Minsk.
You and Captain Rayner have done well, Commander.
This game rules.
I believe our efforts have weakened the Confederacy's grip on the fringe worlds. But our job out here isn't done yet. Lieutenant Kerrigan, my second in command, will elaborate.
I'll get straight to the point. Our sources
they made her character model way hotter in this.
To begin open revolt against the Confederacy. Unfortunately, the Confederates seem to be aware of this as well. They've stationed a large detachment of Alpha Squadron troops there, under the command of General Duke.
It will be your job, Commander, to free this colony and show our good intent to the Antiguan people. Lieutenant Kerrigan will help you deal with Duke's officers. The rest of
Too much eyeliner? Not enough. Not enough eyeliner. So, someone catch me. Am I in the... What's the story? Are we part of the Terran Republic and we're trying to put down the Confederacy? As like a insurgent force? Like the Belters are to the Inners in the Expanse? Is that what's going on? Kerrigan and Rayner must survive. Is that what's going on? Pretty much. Oh, all right. We are the rebels? Okay, so wait, we are the Terran. Get it straight, chat. You've been abandoned by the Terran government, which is basically early Australia. Nice. The Terrans were prisoners banished from Earth space. You are the rebels. You're the pawns. You're the Sons of Korhal for Minsk. Okay. Wait. So the Confederacy separated itself from the Terran government. But within the Confederacy, there's different factions, and one of them was the Sons of Korhal. So we're basically all, like, extra, aside from the government, we're, like, criminals. But we're being used by the Terran government to help put down elements in the Confederacy? Is that... Am I close? What's above space? Nothingness. And then you form an NGO called Outer Heaven. Chat has no idea what it's talking about? Well, then enlighten us. Your name? I just want to get Kerrigan, basically. You're doing great? On what? Like, in life? With my complexion? Hey, Kerrigan. Oh, she even has great hair as a little sprite.
I finished scouting out the area and you pig.
What? I haven't even said anything to you yet.
Yeah, but you were thinking it.
Oh, yeah. You're a telepath. Look, let's just get on with this, okay?
She's telepathic, and she could tell that Raynor was thinking about booty, I guess. Chat, what's someone... I don't know what the story is. I know the story's pretty good. It's not bad. Arturus Manx is very close to things IRL. Yeah, there's always... It's very easy to find fascistic strongmen throughout history and in fiction. Where did Kerrigan go? Oh. Cloak and lockdown? Yep. Can you come over here, Kerrigan? Thank you. If I recall the story correctly, Mom will be back with more Code Red Mountain Dew before the next episode of Beast Wars ends. If only. It was a simpler time. It was a better time. Ow. It was a simpler time. Ooh, that's a little tactic, right? You move them out in a line like that, and you get a nice arc, right? So you can increase the surface area from which you are shooting. Oh yeah, you think I didn't know about that? Yeah, Beast Wars rules. My favorite was the guy, the Velociraptor in the camouflage. Physicists seem to insist on calling hyperspace the bulk, which does not sound anywhere near as cool. Well, they're calling it the bulk because they're talking about space-time as a four-dimensional bulk through which things move, right? So three-dimensional space is what we are experiencing right now, right? Up, down, left, right, back, front. What we don't experience in the same way is the passage of time through space. So when you zoom out and you consider space in 4 dimensions, you get you can imagine it like a 3-dimensional object that changes across time. If you took like a snapshot of the entire universe, okay, think about it this way. You take a snapshot of the entire universe. Inside of this 2-dimensional surface is 3 dimensions of information, just for visualization purposes. Now, at every instant, you will have as time advances, you will have a new snapshot of the universe, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. And so then, in this example, if you do that for enough times, you get like this loaf of bread or bulk universe where at any point you could slice it and you would have the 3-dimensional universe at that one instant in time, if that makes sense. So then you can use this thought experiment to talk about the relativity of simultaneity, for example, where depending on how you move and at what velocity, your now could be someone else's future if they are in a different part of the universe. Or your present could be someone's past. Can you lock down turrets? Probably not. Move. Those aren't detectors, right? No. That's cool. Do you know about the Andromeda paradox? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Base is under attack.
Is there guys in all these? Oh, nice.
Commander, I'm picking up a large Confederate strike force advancing on our position.
Well, they're not wasting any time.
Your forces are under attack.
Uh-oh. Let's just run past that guy.
Add-on complete.
Or not. Let's set some Spider-Mans here. Chat, how we doing? Are you enjoying this? I think this is one of the most perfect games we could possibly play for a scientist plays. What do you think? I think it's good.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Build it in. Build it in.
SCV good to go, sir.
Where's my bear? Oh. Where's my bear axe? This main is so big, I don't like it.
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy?
You want a pizza me, boy? Oh, nice.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay. So we got some bad guys over there. You still want to get some vultures out, for sure. Oh, those aren't filled. Oops. We're doing all right. We're doing all right.
Not enough minerals.
We're doing all right. Chat, how we doing? I'm having a good old time.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Is that filled? Nice.
All right, bring it on.
We're gonna spider mine the heck out of these guys. Did someone build a depot? Did someone build a depot? Oops. 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 Oops.
Not enough minerals.
SC2, you don't have to have high hopes for it. It's good.
SCV good to go, sir.
Spider mines are almost done. Should be. Yep. Almost supply blocked, but no, because we're a pro. Because we're a pro gamer.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I'm just gonna do another one of those. We're gonna get some spider mines going. It's I. Hello. Hello. Move, 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 move. right, that was suboptimal. Hopefully we don't get drop shipped in there.
Job's finished.
Do not want that. Go over there. Job's finished. What we got in there? Wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. Oh, come on! That lost mining time's horrendous. It was horrible.
You want a piece of me, boy?
All right, we should send someone out to scout, just so we know what's going on.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Chad, I'm sniffling because I'm full of dust. I'm mostly dust right now. Strike force. Strike force incoming! Let's get more of these.
Job's finished.
Where's that rally point set? It's over right. Let's mass up some wraiths, huh? Because all these are filled, right? Nope, this one. Where's my spider boy? Oop, there it comes. Oop. You fool. Oh, okay. Let's take a break for some science. Can a nuclear blast permanently blind you? Yes. The thermal pulse from a nuclear blast can set anything flammable on fire and permanently blind you and vaporize things in the immediate blast radius. But yes, it can blind you from miles away. That's why they're so scary. Do you have any prior experience with RTS games, Kyle? Yeah, no, I mean, I played all the way through the campaigns of StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2. Lurkers are my favorite unit. Other than that, I've played Age of Empires 2 a little bit, but not too much. Do you ever run out of those crystals and have to find more? Yes. You have to move and expand to bases around the map. Lurkers are the best. Thanks for being here, Spiky. All right. No science questions. Here we go. What should I be getting? I'm full of so much dust, it's unbelievable, actually. Oh, I could expand here, too, huh? Maybe I'll do that. Let's do that. Let's get ourselves 400 minerales. I don't think... Oh, he was listening.
All right, bring it on!
Oh, so they both do it. Oh, you'd have to individually. Got it. Where are these guys going?
All right, bring it on!
Let's see if there's anything else around here, huh?
Not enough minerals.
8 p.m. 30. Oh, they're gonna get stuck behind the command center, aren't they? Behind the CC, rather. I don't think we need to transfer SCVs, huh? Wait, what do I have to do here? Oh, I have to go destroy the base. Oops. Okay. Can I get dropships? Oh, I can. Oh, so I should be doing that. Oops. Cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. We need to be making some DSs. Let's do that. All right, let's see what they're working with, though. They probably have towers everywhere.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, they got stuff everywhere. They're gonna start drop shipping.
Add-on complete.
Like those Temu guys. All right, we need some dropships then. Time to build your army. Yeah, I thought this was a survive mission. That's my bad. So let's get these guys back by where the dropships are going to come out. Just to make things easy, huh? We'll clean up any flyers that come around here.
Forces are under attack.
Like these guys. Oh, see, there's a dropship. So what I want to do to have dropship defense on my bases, I'm going to patrol here to here. I know that's suboptimal, but...
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, God!
Can I take your order?
Okay, the dropships are gonna keep coming out. Alright, that's fine.
SCV good to go, sir. Can I take your order? SCV good to go,
Man,
sir.
there's so much real time in this real-time strategy game. Actually, what am I doing? Let's move them down where the Marines are being made.
SCV good to go, sir.
I could probably make, you know, academies and stuff for upgrades. Or eBay. Let's do that.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's do that. Let's make an academy as well. Don't know if I need it, because I don't know anything about this game. Here we go. Bam. We're gonna grab these as a unit.
Can I take your order?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Come on. Come on, let's go. Woo. Come on.
Job's finished.
Job's finished. All right, I think that's all of them. Yeah, all right. We're gonna go for a doom drop of Marines here, while continuing to use our gas.
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay. Wait. It's easier to do it this way, huh? Yeah. All right, load it up.
Additional supply depots required.
Need like eight more or something.
Additional supply
Oh, right.
depots required.
Okay, so that's made. Let's get 1-1 going. Let's get increased attack and range going. I think I'm doing this way too much. I'm building up way more than I need to, but it's fine. We're learning. We're trying to get better. Trying to be pro gamers. It's fine. We're gonna get them to stop patrolling for a second. Are they now? Hey, hey, hey! What are we doing here? No, no, no! No, no, no! Nuh-uh.
Good to go, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Good to go, sir.
We want one. We want one to finish here.
Additional supply depots required.
Launch orders. Chad, are you having a good time?
Good to go, sir.
I'm having a good time. We're gonna bring those in to clean up some unis. Okay, here we go.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I think we're basically all filled.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Ding, 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 ding.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's bring these all in. See what happens here. Actually, I'm not going to be able to control all that at once because I'm not good enough. Having a good time? Hell yeah. Lurking while doing some graphic design. Nice. Are we all filled up? No, there's one more, right? All right, chat. Time for some action. Actually, I'm going to scout so I can see where they don't have a bunch of turrets. That's what I want to do. Gotta make sure we have a safe dropping point. Oh, look at these fish! I've never seen those fish before. That's cool. Okay, we know there's a lot of turrets right there.
Upgrade complete.
They have a lot of anti-air defense. They have a lot of anti-air defense. Let's waste one more of these. I want to see what they got over there. Bam it. Bam. Polly gifting the 10 gaming memberships. Thank you, Polly. As usual, you do not have to do that, but I very much appreciate when you do. Thank you. The greatest supporter. Okay, so I have a bad feeling that we're not going to get through there at all because of all their air defense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to research cloak. I'm going to... Hopefully this doesn't backfire. I think it might. What I'm going to do is I'm going to research cloak. I'm going to destroy their air defenses by cloaking and destroying their wraiths. And then I'm going to send these guys in behind, in the rear with the gear. We're going to send them like up through here, up around here. And then they're going to come in once the defenses are demolished. Hopefully. That's the idea. How much of these fighters how much would these fighters cost in USD? So much. Aren't jet fighters like tens of millions of dollars, if not more? Like $500 million or something ridiculous like that?
Research complete.
All right, so we got one. Do we have 1-1? Let's get armor for 1-1. Let's get stim because we're floating mineral. We have so many minerals we could float them for the next game. We're gonna get these guys in. These guys are gonna come here.
Base is under attack.
To be the tip of the spear, so to speak. No one's going to get past Kerrigan or Raynor for sure. We're going to save while I'm thinking about it, because we haven't even saved yet. All right. Okay, we have so much stuff. We're gonna do this, and let's go. We have cloak.
Your forces are under attack.
Marines are coming through. What do we have to stop the Marines?
Research complete.
We're gonna put more of these guys in. They already have a rally to get in the bunkers, because there's guys coming up through here. So there's actually a mechanic on high ground too, that you can miss 50% of your shots on high ground. So being on high ground as opposed to low ground is a big deal. All right, come on. Here we go. We're gonna cloak it up in Cloak Town. Destroy this. Destroy that. That's a detector. Those are detectors. We're gonna uncloak. We're gonna unload all right here.
Job's finished. You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's get their production done as well. We can also stim at any time here. Should be good. Just get on top of their... See, if players taught me anything, is that once you get on top of their production, they're pretty much done. Stim to win. Yes. Good arc. We're just going to take that while we have it. We're going to move these back over to here. We're going to refill on these bad boys because we have enough supply. Bam, bam. Those are going to roll back. Those are going to hold on there for a second. These are going to keep moving through.
Your forces are under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh, that was a bad one.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Go up and then A move. Get within range of everything, then A move. A move down here. Move down there. I think I kind of... Oh, sorry, Chad. I haven't been paying attention to you all. I think I love STARCRAFT again. F-22 is $350 million per plane. Holy nice. Congrats on your most recent win on the Commander at Home video, Kyle, says Elvin Mateo. Welcome. Yes, if you want to see me absolutely demolish Commander at Home, with a mono green deck that I'm very proud of the list of, go to the latest episode of Commander at Home, my friend Brian and Olivia's channel. Stat Phantom, thank you again over on Twitch for the raid with the party of 2. Happy to have you here. Of course, what science times are you up to? 28? Not so bad. We're just finishing this out, chat. This is almost done, and then we'll get to the Ciencia, or more of it, rather. All right, I think I want to have a secondary push of Marines through here. Because we can. Although these...
Your forces are under attack.
These guys are pretty cooked. We don't have medevac. You know what I mean. That guy's pretty cooked. Let's get him repaired. He's all right. Let's get him repaired. Let's get these guys inside. We have so much, so much minerals. That's just, I'm not, if you're really, really good at this game, you can basically use all of your minerals all the time. Like, you never have an excess of minerals. So given that I have 4,000, you can see how much better the pros can be, you know, at this game. All right, let's see if we can just do it with these guys. That's fine. Okay, now I do need control groups, huh? Let's make these control group 2, and this is control group 1, or the tip of the spear. So now I can switch behind. Tip of the spear goes this way. Nope, nope. Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god! That's why you gotta A move. That's my bad. That's extremely bad. Fat Pack! Thank you for your rate of 11. Appreciate you. Let's A move through here. Let's get these in here. Thank you, Fat Pack. Appreciate you.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Hopefully there's not. Let's get next. Do we have an escort? We do. Stop. You're pushing your guys to death? No, they're fine. This is what they do. No, we're good. All right. We're good. With an APM of 40. Hell yeah. Oh, you cannot resist now. Oh, alrighty. Let's,
Your forces are under
we're good.
attack.
We're good. Oh, we're not good. We're good. Let's go in. Shall we? Stay here first. Group up. A move. Group up. A move. They're done. A move. Come here. Come here. Oh, I'm never gonna get him. Okay. So I gotta, now I gotta hunt down these fools. All right. Cloak. Is there anybody else? Turrets. Don't want to take on turrets with that. These guys are done. Bam. 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 I don't think I'm so bad at this right now. Yeah, it's much easier in StarCraft 2 when you can have as many units as you want in a control group, for sure. But part of why people love this game is because it has a lot of jank to it. Victorious! Assuming we are making more Marines via cloning, how much energy would that take? I don't know what you mean. When you say energy to clone something, do you mean like electricity? Do you mean biological material? The science of cloning is pretty easy. All you have to do, science time, all you have to do is take the DNA of the organism that you want to clone. Say you take one of your skin cells from inside your mouth. You take that, you remove that, use a very fine needle, a very tiny, tiny needle, and you extract the DNA from the nucleus of one of those cells. You then put that, you replace the DNA inside of a sex cell or an embryo, like a single cell, a gamete. You replace the DNA, you suck out the DNA of that sex cell, and then you insert the DNA that you want, and then when you implant that cell and it begins to divide, it will have the exact same DNA as what you put into it. And if you put your own DNA into it, you will clone yourself. That's pretty easy. In fact, it's so easy that nature already accidentally does this from time to time. Nature's clones have another more familial term, and that is identical twins. Command ship NORAD, Antigua Prime. Oh, sick, another high-end cutscene. cruiser being attacked by Scourge and mutalisks. And Devourers and... Yeah, those are Scourge. And Broodlords. Uh-oh. So you haven't really gotten into them, but you've played 3 since you were young. I think that means you're into RTS games? I mean, I do know a confusing amount about competitive StarCraft.
Transmissions going back and forth between their outposts and their headquarters on Tarsonis. Most of the transmissions are heavily coded.
Why is she aiming at the camera? I mean, I guess it looks cool, but that's just bad gun safety.
Flagship NORAD 2. We've crash landed and are being hit hard by the Zerg. Request immediate
By the Zerg.
upon receiving this signal. Repeat, this is the
Sounds like, what's his face?
distress call.
Zerg? Here? Serves them right. About time they got a taste of what it's like to be in there mixing it up.
Jim, I want you to move in and save that base.
I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
Arcturus, have you lost your mind?
Listen, I know Duke's a cold-hearted bastard, but an entire colony shouldn't have to suffer for that. Besides, a Confederate general could prove to be a powerful ally.
A powerful
This is an opportunity we cannot miss.
I don't like this at all.
I'm not asking you to like it. I'm asking you to do it.
Yes, sir.
Great.
How would people move around in those heavy suits? Well, one possibility is that they're on a planet with much reduced gravity. This happens in the Expanse, where the Martian Marines are, they operate in gravity that's only 40% of what Earth's gravity is, or 0.38. What Earth's gravity is if you're comparing that to G, which is 1. The other possibility is that they just have powered exoskeletons. So you have artificial muscles, you have whatever you need to create the amount of force you need to lift much heavier objects off the ground. Protect the battlecruiser NORAD. This might be our last mission today, chat. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Where are you? He almost killed Raynor. Oops.
If we're doing this, we better hurry. That ship won't last long against those Zerg.
Uh-oh. I hate time missions, dude. With the bane of my existence. They're the bane of my existence. Repaired. Oh, I'm out of minerals. Oh, this is gonna take a little while, huh? You can repair the NORAD too. Ooh, right. Good idea. Let's get some scouting done. Huh? Yep. Sure. It's a sunken colony, that's bad. Yep. Yep. Gonna go up that ramp probably. We're gonna go back here so I don't die.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
enough minerals.
This mission might take a little while, chat.
SCV good to go, sir.
I just need more SCVs.
Not enough minerals.
Not so fun, not science fact. The Terran battleship's Yamato cannon is named after the anime Space Battle Yamato, where the titular ship has a weapon that turns its FTL drive into a gun. First of all, that's badass. Second of all, isn't it actually based on a warship in World War II? Am I crazy? Do I not know my history?
Not enough minerals.
Oh, right. I'm in control of these too? Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my god. I didn't know that. Get in! You fool! Why didn't anyone tell me?
SCV good to go, sir.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope, nope. You're going the wrong way, you... Oh, you idiot. Oh, man.
Insufficient
And I got plagued? Oh, no.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
That takes Vespine gas to do that? Huh. Uh-oh. Alright. This one seems hard. Okay. You start season 6 of The Expanse tonight. You're excited? You should be. Alright, we need a force ASAP to move out here. For sure.
Not enough minerals.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Not enough minerals.
Uh-oh.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Did you read James A.C. Corey's book, Mercy of the Gods? No, not yet, but I just saw that James S.A. Corey had their newest comic book funded, and it's going to be written by the actor who plays Amos Burton, Wes Chatham, who's a sweetheart, one of the sweetest celebrities I've met. And I think they were asking for like $50,000 or something like that, and they got $650,000 on their first day. So I reached out to Ty Frank, who's actually a friend of the facility, and we said congratulations, and that was nice. Oh God, we're.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Come on.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Tried watching The Expanse, but I couldn't get into it. Season 1 can be a little slow, but I highly recommend you sticking with it. I really do. Do I have stim? No. I gotta stim in. I should stim in to destroy the sunken colony. Jeez. So I need a academy.
Job's finished.
This is a lot. You have to manage so much in this game. It is wild.
SCV good to go,
Not
sir.
enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
It's almost like this strategy is real time.
Job's finished.
I should reset the rally point. I can't tell which ones are
SCV good to go, sir.
good and which are not good.
Your forces are under attack.
Or are they?
Job's
Nope.
finished.
Yes. Gotta get stim. Put that back here. We're gonna get some machine shop for some sweet galls. And we're gonna move that rally point there. That rally point is gonna go here. Let's get some fire bats.
Not enough minerals.
Gonna get that there. That is gonna go back there. We're still good on supply for a second. But since we are always hurting for supply,
Upgrade complete. Add-on
there.
complete.
We're gonna do that.
Not enough minerals.
Then I guess we kind of want a starport, but we're gonna see what this push out is like first, I think. Oh
Research
man,
complete.
Chad, I'm so when you play this game, you have to be so locked in. It's nuts.
Job's finished.
I feel like I can't even think about what you guys are saying right now. Now I can repair, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's move these guys out. Do I have stim? Yes. What is stim? T. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work, chat.
Upgrade complete.
Should probably get another barracks.
Not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
Stay out of here.
Bring it on! You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh god, there's Queen somewhere. It sucks.
You want a piece of me, boy? All right, bring it on!
Kyle, want to know the cheesy strategy? Nah, it's probably drop ships or something. I want to do it the not knowing way.
You want a piece of me, boy? All right, bring it on!
All right. All right, chat. If you're enjoying yourself, let me know, will you?
You want a piece of me, boy?
I'd appreciate it. Let's go.
All right, bring it on! You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? All right, bring it on! You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade.
Well, this isn't working very well. God damn it. This isn't working well at all.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
What else could I be getting right now? What other advanced structure? Let's get an arm. Let's get Gauls. Let's start massing up Gauls, huh? Gauls on the ground. Come on now.
Your forces are under attack.
Pushing up. Pushing up.
All right, you want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack.
Pushing up. Pushing up.
Not enough minerals.
Pushing up.
You want a piece of me, boy? Need a light?
Pushing up.
All right, bring it on. Piece of me, boy.
Is that a drop lord? Forward. Pushing forward.
Your forces are under attack.
Pushing forward. Continuing.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
Continuing. Come on now. How much health do these things have?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
All right. We're almost on this. We're almost moving through here. All right, that's the Evo chamber. Let's get through here. Let's see what else is around here.
Your forces are under attack.
Stupid queens.
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
Piece of me, boy.
Chad, how we doing? We still vibing? We still rocking? Still rocking and rolling? Probably have to go up.
Job's finished.
Stupid queens.
forces are under attack.
Ho, 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 ho. Come on now. That's done.
You want a piece of me,
Let's
boy?
do another one.
Goliath online.
Not enough. Your forces are under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Making some progress. Ravdos just redeemed a random science time. Oh, my eyes, I haven't even blinked.
J_Arrows super chatted $9.99. She's a killer queen. Gunpowder, gelatine dynamite with a laser beam guaranteed to blow your mind anytime.
Thank you, J Arrows, with the 10. Queen is the best rock and roll band of all time, and I will fight you on that. Ravdos with the random science time. I haven't blinked in a while. Do you know that geckos don't blink? They just lick their eyes. All right.
Goliath online.
Bro, geckos are weird. Geckos are cool. Do you know how geckos' feet work? They have very fine hair on their feet that gets even...
Elizabeth Calvert super chatted $5.
Ah!
Kyle and chat, I just realized the scream used in the game is the same from the opening for our real monsters.
That's true. Did you know that geckos have very, very fine hair on their feet that gets even finer, that gets even finer, that gets even finer down to like the nano scale. And because their hairs get fine down to the nano scale, the atoms and molecules can have weak attractive forces between them. They're called van der Waals forces, and they're just because of partial unbalanced electromagnetic attraction. But they have so many of these tiny hairs that they can use van der Waals forces to actually stick themselves to glass and other things that you don't think they should be able to stick themselves to. But that's because they have these very, very fine hairs that get down to the nanoscopic level, and they have a lot of them. Kyle, have you met Pirate Software? Yes, I have. He's a nice guy. I think I'll be seeing him again this year. Minerals are almost gone, which means I should, in theory, have everything I need to do what I need to do here. Oh, you need overlords, huh? Oh, do you need overlord? Oh, they're getting free overlords. They're like, you're not supposed to be able to do that. I could expand to one of these bases, of course, but I don't think we need to. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. That's how Korean pros say it. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Expand? I don't need to. Oh, sorry. We don't need to expand. We're almost, I think, through this mission. But I will. Just because you said so.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Where's the next area? Where did I go through here? I did. All right. Let's go through there then.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
I do. I do want a piece of you, boy.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Nope. I mean, yep. There we go. Move him there. Move him here. Get these SCVs. These SCVs up here. Nope. They're gonna long distance mine until this is done, huh? Maybe.
Your forces are under attack.
Chat, how are we doing? Are you vibing?
Not enough
I hope so.
minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy?
My head's so itchy. Oh, we're really surrounded on all sides, huh?
Your forces are under attack.
Man, there was no way we'd be getting through here with air. They have so much Scourge. There's no way. There we go. There. We'll do this, and then we'll A move through here. Oh yeah, we would have, the air would have been completely impossible.
Your forces are under attack.
Damn it. What am I? Oh, Chad, I didn't do the other thing I'm supposed to do. Okay, Rainer and 2 dropships. Got it. I didn't do oh, I have to clear this out anyway for the dropships to get through. The dropships, I definitely said that. All right, so that was all Rainer and 2 dropships. I don't even think I even have a starport. So let's do that. And let's make sure that this is the most defended it possibly can be. Right, they'll just run away. This is going to be defended as heck here. This is also going to be defended as heck. Thanks, Rabdos. That's very cute. Let's get that going. Job's finished. Let's get that going. Let's get Rainer healed up. I think he is, yeah. Oh, you guys don't have to be there anymore. You can go here. Job's finished. Let's get 2. Oh my god. I really should pay attention to the objectives of the mission. Oh yeah, no one's getting through here. No one. So let's move through there. Chad, are we having a good time? I gotta say, 35 science times is good. That's good for, and they're, oh man, We're just playing a classic game, just guys being dudes, you and me. It's good, it's a good time. I think this is a good time. I think we're having fun. Maybe. It's been a long time since I had fun, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. You vibing? I hope you're vibing. I hope you're vibing.
Can I take your order?
You want a piece of me, boy?
This would really suck if Raynor died because I forgot something. Some bad guys up here. Well, there we go.
You want a piece of me, boy?
You having fun? You want a piece of me, boy? What about the ladies in the chat? What up, girl? How you living?
Can I take your order?
Hey, girl, how you living?
You're about the last folks I expected to show up. What's your angle here, Minsk?
Our angle? I'll give you an angle, you slimy Confederate piece of
Jim, enough. I'll handle
Everyone's a dude. Ooh, nice.
The Confederacy is falling apart, Duke. Its colonies are in open revolt. The Zerg are rampaging unchecked. What would have happened here today if we hadn't shown up?
Am I late? Oh, you're so late right now.
You a choice. You can return to the Confederacy and lose, or you can join us and help save our entire race from being overrun by the Zerg. I don't think it's a difficult decision.
Join forces with you?
Would you construct a nuclear power plant given the resources? Yes.
A general without an army.
That'd be awesome.
I'm offering you a position in my cabinet, not just some backwater post. Don't test my patience, Edmund.
All right, Minsk. You got a deal.
You've made the right choice, General Duke.
I can't believe you're really gonna trust this snake.
Don't worry, Jim. He's our snake now.
Victory!
Carrier has arrived. Affirmative.
Chat. Come on. This is just a classic, huh? Just a classic. Just a second, let me save my game here. How we doing? Yeah, that was sorry. I was just showing everything we got. I don't just have Protoss either. Chad, I think this is super, super fun. I think this is a perfect game for us to play. 35 science times, and when I'm playing, I'm locking into a classic game. I think this is a good time. I think we continue it. And I said, the Kevins, we got to thank the Kevins, because not only, they didn't just prep the Terran campaign, they prepped the Protoss campaign, they prepped...
Awaken, my child. Now you have grown strong enough.
I mean, come on. If you want to watch the science of one of the best games ever made at a high production value from a pink boy, I mean, it's gonna be awesome. Chat, 35 science times. I think that's amazing. I had a lot of fun playing this game and going back through it. Maybe one day we can get good enough to actually earn our spot on the esports team that we're on. By which I mean just playing the ladder competitively. I don't mean anyway. Check. Hope everyone's having a nice Sunday or Monday, depending on where you're watching from. Coming up on the facility tomorrow, we'll have a very brand new travel episode, which we're calling Expedition USA, where we travel to a company that is turning nuclear waste into cancer medication. Of course, if you are a patron, patreon.com/Kyle Hill, you can see that episode right now. and give your feedback on it. Leave comments, suggestions, choose titles and thumbnails that work for you, that kind of thing. But that will be going up tomorrow. I'm excited about it. It's a great video. After that, there'll be part two from that trip, where we're checking out the first next generation reactor to be built in the United States. A lot of cool nuclear stuff coming up, including an episode about Batman, the nuclear physics of Batman, where I was watching it on the plane and I was like, all of this nuclear physics is wrong. So I made an episode about it. Do I take my shirt off and get in a Bane mask? I guess you'll have to watch to find out. Thank you to everyone who subbed, who commented, who donated today. You don't have to, but I appreciate when you do. It all goes towards our nerdy mission of educating and entertaining as many people as possible. Thank you again to Basilisk for sponsoring everything that we do here in the science wing of the facility. A lot coming up, a lot to do. Gonna have more Half-Life histories very soon. Maybe on the Basilisk side, who just gifted, an anonymous gifter, 5 tier 1 subs over on the Twitch side. Thank you so much. Basilisk is always here, always watching, always waiting, always lurking, much like me. But maybe we can get some fun content from this campaign as we go through the initial ones. Maybe we get some StarCraft 2 pros to comment on my StarCraft skills. And we definitely, Chompy, write down the APM short for one of the Kevins to make a short out of, because I think that's good too. Geiger discount code. I will tell you the Geiger counter discount code for Radio Code very soon. We'll be doing another sponsorship with them, or you can find the video with that code, or you can join the Patreon and ping me in our private Discord. Chat, this was great. This was even better than I thought it was going to be. I'm having a good time. I hope you are too. Coming up at the facility, we have a lot of fun stuff, a lot of important stuff. We're working with the nuclear industry directly these days. We're making fun videos. We're getting sunburned. We're going to be appearing in more Magic the Gathering content soon. We're going to do this, that, and the other thing with our ultimate goal, always, to have a positive educational impact in any and all of your lives. Chat, thank you for making a part of your day, a part of my day today. And wherever I see you next time, next live stream here, next office hours on the main channel, next main channel video, back in the Discord in approximately 35 seconds. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember, be nice to each other, because this is all we got. I'll see you soon.
I read you. Right away, sir.